Hi Leos, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your week of November 27th bonus read. Well, I shuffled and prayed and blessed the cards with my stones and laid everything out and took a good look at a few spreads here. I'll try to clarify the cards as I go through. I allow Spirit to guide me in whatever they choose every time I read. It's almost like a personal reading. I pull in the energies that I can. Some apply to people, some don't. If you want a personal reading, I'm at josiek42@gmail.com. So the energies of the person or people that I am pulling in have to do with trying to be positive. Looking at some of my notes because there's a lot here for you guys about there's a lot of information here. Happiness, positive thinking about happiness, about a gift, which could make sense this time of year, and or about a girl who has dark hair, or woman, but I think it's younger. Now the main thought here has to do with trying or wanting or desiring to take action, though it may be in a path of great difficulty. Therefore, the energies of this person at this time with the book in the house are being represented by, or are being described as, to me, someone's going to decide either to close a chapter on where they live or where they work and start a new chapter, or start a new chapter and move to a new home. So there's just kind of more worries than anything. I don't feel like that's a real thing to be concerned about, as long as you remain positive that great things are coming. Just avoid the mountain when we discuss some of what's going on here as we move forward. I just am going to get into these reads here so we don't go on forever like I can do. My daughter tells me all the time. All right, so this is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm deck, and the first energies that came out for Leos, whoever's energies these are, is the Four of Swords. So this is when we kind of get blessed, I think, by Spirit to stop and think about what it is we need to decide next. We've used almost all of our energy and we have like one final sword left to make a decision. Now, in another spread to my left with the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, it's lined up with suffering. Sitting there with the energies of what do I do? Where do I go? Do I need to make a decision now as I am suffering? The Ace of Pentacles is here. So Leos may be thinking or have the energies of a new opportunity in career and finances that they are contemplating. And something may have come up quickly. Or maybe, there's action, there's forward movement. So there isn't as much time for some healing I feel needs to take place at this time. But okay, so a lot of Leos are really more focused, I think, at some time when it comes to finances. Now, in your thoughts position, some of you are thinking about how to handle or communicate a situation to someone who may have air in their chart. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Male or female, because this is a general read. Now in the foundation, the Tarot of the Hidden Realm is that you Leos or someone else, who I'm beginning to think some of you are with another fire sign, whoever this is, but I will try to confirm moving forward. In the meantime, I want to say that in your foundation you have beautiful surroundings, you're very content, maybe even a good time to, take a long hot tub or get your hair done or whatever. Yes, look at that, lined up with change. But change, I wanted to look up that card in the book because I want each, deck has a different description of the Knight of Swords, and it went right to it. And I thought about this as I was laying them out ahead of time. It's a mercurial man with extreme but changeable opinions. What he fiercely believes one day, he may radically alter the next. He's quite charming and very good with words. He can probably talk you into anything. He abounds with nervous energy and is very impatient with people who are indecisive. Beware of someone who is a liar, who is deceptive and sly. This person likes quarrels. Okay. And this isn't just all the time, whoever this is. It could be that you guys are doing that, but I don't feel that energy. I feel like you're almost like waiting for that part of someone to change, and maybe that's causing for you to think about change because you still want to have this comfortable home life, that contentment. Now, in the recent past, some of you, not all of you, started stepping into a new path that started to grow before you. And it flowed beautifully and it flowed smoothly. It could have been it was communication with someone. And things happened quickly, and then there was suffering. But in the past, you guys didn't want love. You weren't interested, and now there's this new financial path, this action coming your way. You're thinking about what to do with a connection. Maybe you're deciding to cut out of a connection. And in the recent past, when you didn't want love, things flowed beautifully, and now you're starting to look at what makes you guys feel content. Now, in the next 2 to 3 weeks not 2 to 3 weeks, I'm sorry, I bet you I said that in the other videos, 2 to 3 days. I usually don't do weekly. So it's usually the same amount of numbers. All right, in the next 2 to 3 days. This is contemplating, you Leos or someone else around you is contemplating something that is not very honest. And it's being lined up in this deck with the Underworld card, which represents ulterior motives. So I asked for clarity with the Rider-Waite deck for the Underworld card. And that spoke of passion and lust, trying to decide between two different people, and feeling stuck. And Spirit said, their message is, we're sending you the Major Arcana Temperance to wrap her dark red wings around you at this time during this week, to help you to heal from the things that have transpired in the past and to find balance and new ideas and new directions for yourself. Now is the time of healing in the next 2 to 3 days. In the next 4 to 5 or 6 days, yes, it can go into the weekend, some of you may be trying to make a decision to heal from suffering when it comes to a path that maybe you didn't want to have or accept in the past. So maybe an offer came in and you guys didn't see it as a good offer, and after much thought you start to realize, now this is financial, this Ace of Pentacles is coming in. Now this is a little bit of an energy here that I keep feeling, but that was in the past. It seemed like it would flow smoothly, pardon me, I get so excited. And the Four of Cups was saying that you weren't interested at the time, but now it's like you've thought about it and you have control over, do you want to allow maybe a new person in your life or an opportunity in your life where you're in a leadership position? Greater finances. That's where I see some of that action things happening in this new path in finances. If somebody's asking about that, you have the energies of the Star card to hope, wish, and pray on a star because it's a major arcana. Spirit will help to make it come true for you. If it hasn't happened, it's going to happen very quickly. Now, in the next 4 to 6 weeks, there's an ending that's coming. Why? Because you're stepping into a brand new path. So allow that to transpire as it should, because that's the way it's supposed to go. You know, don't overthink it. And when it comes to love, Spirit's saying, stop and think for a while before stepping into that path. That's why they're sending the temperance angels. Because passion and lust are different than romance and love. I'd love to hear people that tell me what that means, because I think of it one way, Passion and lust dissipates. Romance and true love, which is what we share with our family every day and everyone we meet every day, love is all around us. What's the difference? Does somebody see the difference? Because there's a lot of people lost in passion, thinking that passion is love. And they're not the same thing. So, we'll move on. All right, so in the hopes and fears position, we've got force. So maybe fearing having to force an issue. Fearing that someone will be able to manifest something and lay down a path. So I feel like some of you guys are wanting to lay down a path connected to someone that you finally realize is maybe just a passionate connection, and you were feeling stuck, but now you're healing and you can move forward and hope, wish, and pray that great things like this new financial path will come in. And I think once you guys start altering towards, not thinking, just observing. It's okay to have fantasy. It's okay to think about things. It's okay to imagine. But when it comes to manifestation in the outcome position, we have adventure. We have kind of sneaking away and connecting and or releasing. I want to clarify that because that's where the chapter and the home are. Close the chapter or stay. Go on the adventure. Should I follow my gut? Should I follow my well? To my right, I have a 3-card summary that says, you've come a long way, baby. You should know what fulfills you and what does not. Don't drag swords from the past into your future, because your future is going to get full of people. Stand strong in your path. Bury this magical acorn. Create a path before you that is most important to you. Therefore, it will be more clear when it comes to who may be coming into your life next. You have control in the next few days to really think about what is important to you and whether or not you want to stay or go in a situation. This could be finances too. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, the energies speak of the Wheel of Fortune. So an offer, taking time to think about that offer, discussing maybe parts of the offer, and finding peace, joy, contentment, happiness, fulfillment. This is also in regards to love. So someone may be hoping, wishing, and praying to connect with someone who's taken a while to make an offer, who could be of the earth sign element. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Happily ever after, excited about a new path. But I do feel like one of these two connections, I don't know if it's you Leos or the other person is another Leo or something in this connection, or a fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo. But then we have the air sign in your thoughts. We have maybe this is you then, bringing an end to one path, starting a new path. See, an end to one chapter, going into a new chapter. What is it going to be? I guess it's you guys have freedom of choice. In the outcome position, know that by the end of this week, something is going to bring you clarity. You guys are going to become very reborn in your thoughts. You're going to start to say, okay, that's who I was, and now I am being born much stronger. I can overcome maybe childhood issues, maybe things that happened with children, maybe just sadness and pain financially. Coming out, I think being reborn and understanding what love truly is, and maybe connecting to a Virgo about, is it truly love from a distance? I will need to get to the truth of a situation about someone I pulled into my path who may be coming out of a painful experience. A secret situation may not work for me. I want a new path, but somebody is, here we go. Somebody is also focused on another person. Fire signs, Sagittarius or Leo. Or you guys are focused on two different people. Now that could get interesting. If that's the case, okay, I feel like there's contentment, but there's a need for change here. before you can move forward towards something. And there's something that you're going to learn, you guys, this week. Some of you, not all of you, that you may be fantasizing about someone who's just got ulterior motives, and it is what it is. So you have control over putting an end to a situation or hoping and wishing and praying for this person to come in. You can't force it. Oops. All you can do is hope, wish, and pray for it. If something's meant to come together, this is what I want to clarify. There's recovery over here in a 3-card summary. Nostalgia. It started out with nostalgia, and then it came down to regret. And I asked what kind of regret, and it spoke of tradition. To me means marriage, and then there's passion, and then there's discord, and on the outcome by the end of the week, there's recovering from a situation. So for some of you, you're going to walk away and start a new adventure. And for others of you, you're going to speak clearly about what it is you want. And either there's going to be harmony, but I still feel restriction. But I think that could be someone's thoughts, that they think they're restricted, but they're really not. So ground yourself with a creative project and sacrifice. Ooh, they're saying you may have to sacrifice someone who's a fire sign like you, or it's time to illuminate and manifest a new direction. Okay, so there's quite a few messages there. Again, the main message that I started out with that I still feel, and there's caution here for fantasy. If you or someone else are fantasizing, that's all good and great, but don't do it if you're in a connection with someone and you feel like you're trapped. You are being provided with the temperance angel energies to help you to heal, so that, and to take some time to think about what it is you truly wish for, because Spirit's always going to guide you and support you in whatever path you choose. But, you know, if we take a human path, it may take us way out of the way of where our happiness is. And that's why it's a big time this week, I would say, instead of flipping the chapter and starting right away, it's a time to just kind of decide on how the chapter is going to come to an end, and then start writing the very first few sentences, but don't bring it any further than that at this time. Okay. I think a new path for those of you who are single may show up towards next weekend. And Spirit's saying, have courage. Tenderness is your word of prayer for the week. I am both gentle and powerful. So to close, I'm going to read from the book. This card counsels you to approach your current situation gently. It acknowledges and honors your deep sensitivity and asks you to honor your deep sensitivity. If someone or something feels too harsh, trust that it is so for you. Your tenderness is a spiritual gift that allows you to feel the presence of Mother Mary and the angels. Trust your feelings as accurate messengers that guide you in healthy directions. You drew this card because your current situation calls for you to simultaneously honor your sensitivity while maintaining your boundaries. It's time for you to be both nice and assertive. Lovingly speak your truth to others. Mother Mary also guides you to develop physical strength through exercise and tenderly caring for your body. So, speak your truth kindly about which direction it is you want to go, or even if you just need some time to work on yourself in your own path. Nobody can argue with that. Find some time to think to yourselves and with yourselves about what path fulfills you most. Because if you're not happy, then you cannot have happiness in your path with others. Thank you again for stopping by my channel. I hope to hear from you in the near future and or to talk with you very soon. If I don't, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, take care, and God bless.